My top 2 reasons why you shouldn't be eating no types of seafood, whether it's fish, crabs, none of that. Biologists have reported that almost 90% of all wild-caught fish contain roundworms. Now, if you're eating farmed fish, it's just as bad. The farmers don't really care about the fish and seafood that they're raising. They cram all of the fish in this small bucket and they don't clean the water. The fish develop parasites and infections, and instead of cleansing them, they actually add pesticides and herbicides to the water to kill the infections. But when you eat the fish, you're ingesting those pesticides and herbicides.
Ezekiel chapter 4, starting at verse 13. And the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Shalom Yasha'Allah, peace Israel, call HALALYAM law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM RAWCHAA QADASH. I'm your brother Qasai Gadol from the Camp Prophets in Babylon, down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give double honors to the head elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth to rule well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace, blessing, love, health, and wellness, and all salutation to the hopeful elect, the house of David that scattered abroad across the 4 winds of the earth, that live in his truth with all sincerity. Shalom. Straight to the point, let's get to the lesson. All right, so real quick, man, this is not going to be too long, couple pre-subs, and we're going to talk about this video that I just showed in the beginning. All right, so for anybody that's out there that's still eating bottom feeders, which those bottom feeders are considered pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, all right, man, you through, okay? You're through, 1, and 2, the Lord going to destroy you for that shit, man. All right, we have dietary laws, okay? Dietary laws going into Leviticus, the 11th chapter. All right, all of these, Salakia, when you go into Leviticus 11, all right, the Lord gave Moses dietary laws to give to the children of Israel. Okay, the children of Israel, according to the scriptures, going back to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today. All right. So when the Lord gave Moses dietary laws, he gave us laws of certain foods we can and cannot eat. And bottom feeders, such as this lobster that you just seen on the screen, or this fish, all right, these are all bottom feeders, man. Okay, certain fish you can eat and certain fish you cannot eat. But shrimp, crab, and lobster, those are things you should not eat, man. So going back to this pre-sub, Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM said, now this is the Lord, all right? This is the Lord saying this. Even thus shall the children of Israel, Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them, right? So we've been eating defiled bread, man, okay? And going back to these bottom feeders, they're defiled, man. How is that? Because if you constantly remove the bottom feeders from the ocean, how is the ocean being cleansed, man? Okay? How is the ocean being cleansed? So now, if you're constantly taking the crabs, the shrimp, the oysters, the mussels, the clams, all of that shit that Jake loves to eat and put all in a bowl and call it a damn seafood, bro, all right? You no longer have clean water. That's why now you can go out there to the water, even to the beach, man. Okay? At one point in time, our water was so pure and clean to the point where you can see all the way down to the bottom of it, man. You can't do that now. Why? Because they're taking everything out of the water that should be there to clean for you niggas to eat, man. And you think that just because it's good, you sauce it up and all of this type of stuff, you know, and just like the lady said, let's go back to that video right quick, man. Let's go back to it. Look at that. That's a whole damn parasite in the mouth of a damn fish, man. In the mouth of it looks like the mouth of a fish or the mouth of
My top 2 reasons why you shouldn't be eating no types of seafood, whether it's fish, crabs, none of that. Biologists have reported that almost 90% of all wild caught fish contain roundworms. Now,
she said 90% of all wild caught fish contain wild worms, man. These are worms that grow because they're cleaning the bottom of the ocean, man. These are worms that parasites, all right? Parasites that grow. And parasites come when the body is unclean, man. Well, whatever it is unclean. Why? Because these animals, these bottom feeders, like we said, they clean the bottom of the ocean. So therefore, all of the other feces, all right, the shit, the piss, that the blood from these animals when they have their babies, okay, this is not. Animals can't go to animals don't go to an animal hospital in the bottom of the ocean to say, oh, here, lay down, and you got sharks there helping give birth to another shark. No, man. These animals swim throughout the water, push their baby out, and all of that blood is just still floating in the water. So wherever those particles from that blood falls at, these bottom feeders are eating this stuff. These animals eat dead carcasses, man. If someone throws a body in the bottom of the ocean, who the hell you think gonna eat that, man? You gonna get down there to see this body, and this body gonna be filled with maggots. This body is gonna be deteriorated. Crabs gonna be eating at the flesh, man. Okay, let's continue on with this video.
if you're eating farmed fish, it's just as bad. The farmers don't really care about the fish and seafood that they're raising. They cram all of the fish in this small bucket and they don't clean the water. The fish develop parasites and infections, and instead of cleansing them, they actually add pesticides and herbicides to the water to kill the infections. But
you hear that? They put these farm fish. She said that the farm fish, these farmers, all they do is put the fish in a bucket and then add parasites into the bucket to kill off the bacteria that's in the water. But then these parasites are getting inside of this fish. So even if you do take that certain fish home and thinking that you're going to clean it, it's still parasites in it, man. You see? So now you're going to cook this fish. Even if you cook it at a certain temperature, you may kill the parasite. But if you have not got the parasite out of the fish, you just cook the parasite into the fish. And now you're going to eat that fish. And now you're going to end up with parasites in your body, which then the body makes it into a tapeworm. So now you wonder why you're having all these bad cramps and constantly running to the toilet after eating these bottom feeders, man. Let's go to this, man. Let's get into the dietary laws, and we're going to end it on that. Because like I said, I'm not going to make this too long. All right. Lord will, this was edifying. Let's go to Leviticus 11, and let's start at verse 9. It says, "These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat." So if a fish does not have fins nor scales, you should not be eating it, man. You should not be eating. But Jake, they love to go out there and fish. All right. Try to be like these damn devils, be like the oppressor. Go out there and fish. Okay. And go home and cook a whole damn catfish, man. And a catfish may, I think it has fins, but does not have scales, man. So a lot of these fish that they sell you, all right, or a lot of these fish that you may go get, you think that, oh, just because you go to a fish spot or a seafood spot that sells nothing but seafood, you think that because it's fresh, you know, they just got it off of the boat, you think it's good because it's laying there looking like it's all clean and cut and it's laying on ice to keep it cool, that is good? No, because as long as if it does not have fins or scales, it is unclean unto you, man. Verse 10, "And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the waters, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you." Crabs do not have fins nor scales. A lobster does not have fins or scales. Shrimp does not have fins nor scales. Mussels, clams, oysters, none of those things have fins or scales. So they are an abomination unto you, man. Abomination is a what's the word I'm looking for? Abomination is sinful unto the Lord, man. Okay, if the Lord tells you not to go lay with another man because it is an abomination unto you, it's unclean unto you, man. It is dirty. It is nasty. You should not be willing nor wanting to eat anything that the Lord YAHAWASHI has not given us to eat, man. But that's why I brought out that scripture first in Ezekiel, the 4th chapter, about us eating the defiled bread. Why? Because Esau does that shit, man. Okay, Esau does not care. Esau was a cave dweller, man. Okay, they was in there eating their own damn flesh, man. Okay, obviously not even just that. Go back to Jacob and Esau. Esau ate raw pottage, man. So it was like soup, like you know what I'm saying. He ate it raw porridge. I'm sorry, pottage porridge. I think it's pottage if I'm not mistaken. So Salaki on that. All right. But once again, man, this devil, he eats nothing but raw food. He does not, and the reason why is because he know he does not have a power that he has to answer to, man. Okay? He did not get the law, statutes, and commandments. Per se, Psalms 147, 19, and 20, man. All right? He did not get those laws, statutes, and commandments. But for you Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you did. So therefore, you must abide by them. If not, you will perish here. Verse 11. Salakia. Then, Salakia, Leviticus 11:11. They shall be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination, man. You should not eat of their flesh, man. All right. So just because this crab look good, it may taste good when you salt it up, put some of the garlic on it, eat it with butter. We all been there before. All right. But when you come back to the truth and sincerity of YAHAWASHI, that stuff has to stop, man. All right. Eating pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster is an abomination unto the Lord. And if it's an abomination unto the Lord, it's an abomination unto you. Lord will, this video was edifying. I'm going to close out and give all praise and glory honor to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. And double honors to the head elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me the truth and rule well. Abba Babal. Soon.